Hi all, my name is Judy West and I'd like to thank you all for joining me today.
Have you ever thought of making your art journals a bit more interesting by cutting the edges of your pages? If you have a look here, and having different patterns on either side, but patterns that actually match the shape of that cut edge. I do a lot of doodling, and so therefore I can actually match an edge with a doodle pattern just to add interest and to be a bit more creative with my journal. If you have a look today, I'll show you through this journal and what I've done on the edges of some of the pages. Hi all, today I just thought I'd show you a little bit of doodled edges in my art journal, just to give you some ideas. The first thing I did was to cut wavy lines off the edge of my art journal, and then I have doodled those two patterns the same but coloured them differently, and those two patterns the same but coloured them differently. And then when I turn them over to the other side, as you can see there, I have also doodled a different pattern on the reverse side. Now then, what do you do with the leftover pieces? Well, I come further into my journal and I glued them in, or taped them in with washi tape into this side of the journal, and did the same thing with doodle patterns again. So those two doodle patterns match, those two doodle patterns match. Simple patterns, they're different colors but they're the same pattern, so there's not too much busyness on the page. Now some other things I've done as cutouts, I'll just find them, is this was a big stencil that I had, and I traced it on, colored it, and then cut out those edges. And then on this side I've doodled a pattern that matches those edges. I haven't colored this page yet, but I'm working on it. Here's another idea for cut edges. Here's another idea for a cut edge. I have put a flower on one side to match the edge, and I have put a bow on the other side to match the edge. In this one, I've just put this wiggly pattern down, and then I drew, I cut the edge to match the shape of the doodle pattern that I added to that page. And then I matched just a pretty edge to that page. This page was a lot of fun. I doodled this little sort of pattern down the edge and then just cut the bumps to match that pattern. And then what I did was I turned it over and did a different pattern on the other side to mimic the bumps in the page. Now this one I haven't finished working on yet. I doodled this pattern and I cut the edge to match that. I coloured the page and I started colouring this, and I'm working on, I don't know if you can see that, this little heart at the moment. I haven't quite decided what I'm going to do with that, but I'm going to try and make that mimic this side of the page. Okay, so there's just some a different way to create interest in your art journal. I hope you enjoyed that. Bye for now.
If you enjoyed this video today, please like, share and subscribe. And if you have any questions, just put them in the comments below and I'll be happy to answer them for you.